keep that clapping going. Every time I come up, I want you guys to just keep clapping. Huh? What do we say? Keep clapping. Let's keep the show short, tight, good. Keep it going for the next comic. Come to the stage. Give it up for Nick Mayo.
Awesome. This is so sweet to be here. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. I want to say a really big thank you to two people in the audience tonight. My really good friends, Langston and Corden. You guys already met Langston. He's the one who went on 200 dates, was it, Langston? But I wouldn't be here tonight if it wasn't for their love and support. And by love and support, what I actually mean is that they asked me, Nick, how much money would it take for you to go and stand in front of a bunch of strangers and make a giant fool of yourself? So we agreed on, as friends do, $150 would be great, which probably makes me the highest paid comedian here tonight. Yeah, and I found something else out through this process. You know, I feel like there's something I've learned from this experience already that not a lot of people get to know. Like, I can actually put a monetary value on the cost of my dignity. Yeah. By now you probably know something about me. I have a very uncanny resemblance to a certain celebrity. Yes, these guys, people know. They know. Yes, I look, and some people even say I sound like Seth Rogen. Maybe I am. Nah, but I feel like everybody wants to look like a celebrity. You know, everyone wants to look like this attractive person. And it's great because I do have a celebrity look-alike. I just wish mine wasn't a Canadian man-child who makes most of his money by telling poop jokes. So, in the same vein, to make some money by telling a poop joke. Did you know that you can actually turn your poop green? It's true, I've done it before. This is a true story, most of it. So I come from a family of very scientific people. My parents are two biologists, so I feel like I have to really examine things. And I'm also colorblind, fun fact. Yes. And so I'm what's called a mild Newton, which means I'm colorblind red and green. I have a hard time telling the difference between the two. And so I spent a lot of time making sure I was ready for this poop. Yes. So I went as far as to fast a whole day before. I did a control study. I grabbed some poop beforehand to make sure that it was the right color brown. I fasted for a whole day to make sure there's nothing in my stomach, nothing at all. And that way I would be, there'd be nothing that swayed the outcome. So I tried to remove all the variables I could. And when I finally got to the day of, when I discarded my experimental results into the toilet, I found a very interesting variable I had forgotten to take into account. I'm colorblind. My poop was green, but I couldn't tell. And the problem is I have a hard time telling the difference between red poop and green poop. So at one hand, I thought, oh, this is great. I have totally succeeded in my experiment. On the other hand, I was thinking, I might have to go to the doctor. I think I have really serious hemorrhoids. Oop, that's the cable. I don't want to step on that. But yeah, so I think my time's coming to a quick close here, so I'll kind of condense the story. But needless to say, I needed some assistance in telling which color my poo was. So a very awkward moment ensued where my entire family gathered around me as we discussed in a very logical and meaningful manner of what the hue of my poo was. So if you can't tell already by my performance tonight, this is the first time I've actually done this. I also, thank you. And in my research in trying to figure out how to end a set, they tell you that you need to have your strongest joke for last. So I'm going to end this with a knock-knock joke, and I would love for your participation. Knock-knock. I'm going to go collect my $150 now. Thank you, guys.